Hi, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Claire. I upload videos twice a week currently, on a Wednesday and a Sunday at 6 p.m. Today's video is going to be about morning sickness. Let's be honest, morning sickness, not very nice, but it is probably the most common side effect of pregnancy. Firstly, if you're watching this video and you're pregnant, congratulations on your pregnancy, and I'm very sorry that you're feeling poorly with morning sickness. Morning sickness is very common in pregnancy, especially early pregnancy. Apparently 9 out of 10 women will suffer from morning sickness. Some women unfortunately will have a severe form of morning sickness called hypermesis, not sure I'm saying that right, otherwise known as HG, which is a severe form of morning sickness. But generally most women will feel nauseous or be sick in general, either in just the mornings. Morning sickness is actually a little bit misleading, isn't it? Because some women get it in the mornings, some women get it in the evenings, some women get it throughout the day. Other women can just feel nauseous for the entire day or randomly. It's different for everybody. Generally it will last probably up until about 13, 14 weeks, something like that, mainly for the first trimester. But it's not a very nice thing to go through in pregnancy. It can be really quite draining, if I'm honest. Me personally, my experience with morning sickness is I was never actually sick, I just felt nauseous for the entire day, which was quite tiring. I mean, with your early pregnancy symptoms, you're tired anyway. Yeah, I would just feel nauseous for the entire day. I don't actually know whether, because obviously I've got nothing to compare it to. I've never had a pregnancy where I've been sick, so I don't know what's worse, feeling sick or being sick. It's swings and roundabouts, I guess, lesser of two evils. But for me, the smell of food was just vile. The smell of anything would make me feel really, really sick, and I was like that for the entire day. I would have to cover my nose walking past food, or literally be like this. When people had food in the office, my husband at home, walking past restaurants, everything literally just made my stomach turn. It wasn't very nice at all. Yeah, I remember a guy at work who I work with. He would always have, at the same time every day, he would have Cajun chicken and rice, which normally smells absolutely amazing. It was kind of a running joke in the office that that would kind of prepare us for dinner, because the smell of his food would make everybody else hungry. But when I first started feeling nauseous, even the smell of that would just make me feel really, really sick. I'd have to sit in the office like this to cover my nose and my mouth. I literally just couldn't bear the smell of anything. I'd come home in the evening and I couldn't even cook dinner. My husband had to cook all the meals in the house during my first trimester. Just the smell of the oven being on, just like the metal burning in the oven, like your sense of smell is just heightened. But just the smell of the oven being on, I'd have to lock myself away in the bedroom every evening while he cooked dinner, and then I'd have to eat my dinner once it had gone cold, so I couldn't smell it. But oddly, one of the things that I did like the smell of when I was nauseous is at the time in my early pregnancy, I would walk to work and catch a bus, but on my way home I would walk past a local pub, and the smell of the beer coming from the pub, it was one of the few smells that I could actually stomach. Obviously didn't drink any beer or any alcohol, but yeah, that was one smell that I one smell that I actually really enjoyed. So yeah, pregnancy, sickness, nauseous, being nauseous, not a very nice thing to cope with. So here are some tips that I've got that may help you through those early stages if you're feeling nauseous or you're being sick. So low blood sugar can actually have an effect on morning sickness, so a healthy balanced diet is important if you can stomach it. I know that's easier said than done when you're pregnant and you're feeling nauseous. Sometimes the thought of eating anything will just make you either sick or feel sick, but if you can stomach food, or as and when you can stomach food, a healthy balanced diet is important. But in saying that, my advice would be to just eat what you can stomach. I personally, when I was feeling nauseous, things like rice, pasta, chicken that had been cooked and gone cold, anything like that, toast, crackers, rich tea biscuits, things like that, eat those, and eat little and often, because I think as long as you're keeping something down for more than 20 minutes, your body is going to be using that. It's going to be taking some benefit from it. But what I would say is eat whatever you can stomach. Worry about the healthy eating side of things later on once you're feeling better. But whilst you're feeling so nauseous, just if you fancy something at the time, eat it. Don't worry about whether it's healthy or not. Just eat what you can stomach. Secondly, drink plenty of water. If you're being sick, again, I don't know, I wasn't personally sick, but if you are being sick, your body is going to be losing nutrients, so you need to keep yourself really hydrated. So drink plenty of water. However, if you are suffering from HG and you can't even keep water down, then I would suggest actually speaking to a health professional, a midwife, or your GP, because they'll be able to actually help you with that. They'll be able to make suggestions on what you can do. But it's really important to stay hydrated, especially if you are actually being sick. Thirdly, probably keep crackers by your bed. I found, because I was constantly nauseous throughout the day, the rare moments that I wasn't feeling sick, I would then get a severe burst of hunger. Even in the middle of the night, I'd wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and I'd just feel really, really hungry at that particular point. So I always kept plain crackers and rich tea biscuits on my bedside table, so that if I woke up hungry, I could just nibble on them, just even if it's just a couple of nibbles, just to kind of take that hunger away. So yeah, crackers and rich tea biscuits, keep those with you, keep them by your bed, and just snack on those when you're not feeling nauseous and you get those bouts of hunger. And the other one, as I said earlier, eat little and often, so you're not filling yourself up, and that's because that might make you feel worse, that might make you actually sick. So eat small meals, even if it's just grazing throughout the day. I found that really helped me, just picking as and when I wanted to. And again, crackers, salted crisps, Walker's ready salted crisps were actually quite nice when I was feeling nauseous. Just like getting that salt in your body. Pasta, potatoes, anything that you can cook that has gone cold, therefore it's not going to smell. That actually I found really helpful. Obviously, with the smell being a major trigger of sickness and nausea, anything once it's gone cold, it doesn't usually smell. So yeah, that's a big tip, is let your food go cold before you eat it. And lastly, one of the tips that actually helped me through my sickness was I slept through it. To be quite honest, you're tired anyway in early pregnancy, your hormones are adjusting, they're all over the place. When I wasn't at work, I would just come home, I'd lock myself in the bedroom while my husband cooked dinner, I'd go to sleep, I'd wake up once my dinner was cold, I'd eat it, I'd go back to sleep. Probably slept a good amount actually during my first trimester. And I even slept at work. During my lunch break, I would literally just be like that on my desk. I don't really know how I actually kept my pregnancy a secret for the first 3 months actually, because I was just constantly asleep at my desk every lunchtime. But yeah, those are my tips on things that you can do that might actually help you through the sickness and the nausea. I say it's not a very nice thing to go through, but if you are suffering with sickness or nausea and you're feeling a little bit low, just know that you are not alone. Eat whatever you can, eat what you can stomach. Don't worry about the healthy side of it until you're feeling a little bit better. Just eat what you can, as long as you're keeping some of it down, and this time will pass, and it's not going to be much longer, and you will soon enjoy the wonders of growing a tiny human and actually enjoying being pregnant. Because let me tell you, the first stages of pregnancy with morning sickness, and you're suffering with morning sickness, it can make you feel really low and not enjoy being pregnant at all. But hang on in there, mums, you're doing great, and this time will pass. So yeah, that's my little bit and my experience on morning sickness. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye.